Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ify again, coming to you live and direct. Today I am going to be talking about how can I study for my NCLEX, how can I study for my NCLEX, how do I prepare for this exam. This is a very tough exam. It comprises of everything you have been studying while you are in school. So preparing for this exam takes a lot of work. So my students and so many people have asked, how do I study for this test? How do I study for this test? Then when I graduated, I was not in a hurry to take the board. Yes. One, I hate failure. I don't know if there's anybody here that likes failure. I don't like failure. Two, I do not want to pay for the test twice. I think the test was like $250, and that's a lot of money. And I do not have that kind of money to pay again. So, and I know I have studied so hard as a student. So when I graduated in December, in the month of December, and I took my board in October, not October, I took my board in March 13th, I can't forget it. So I gave myself time from December, and then December, all the holiday and all the cookies and all the eating. So I gave myself December, January, February. Then when it came to March, I said, this is my month. So I studied for complete 3 months. And when I studied, I no longer study any of the books. After you finish the school, after you graduate, and you are ready to take the board, I do not recommend studying again. What I recommend is get the NCLEX book and do as many questions as you can until you feel comfortable. The question begin to repeat itself. When I graduated, I used this book called the NCLEX PN for my LPN, and I use the NCLEX RN for my RN. So if you are LPN, or if you are going to take a board test for the RN, look for the NCLEX RN. But if you are going for the LPN or the LVN, like depending on the state where you are, look for the NCLEX PN. That is for the licensed practical nurses. Okay? This book, it's the wonder book for me. Everybody have their own. This is one of it. I studied three books. I used the one I found online. They have some of these NCLEX questions that you don't have to pay for. It's online. So I studied that, then I studied this. Then I used the solder. I will have to show you that book, that other book that I used, the solder book. I like that. I like this a lot. It's very self-explanatory, and they have things like cartoon and all that to illustrate what they are trying to explain. So if you look here, you see the cartoon, what is written. So it kind of make it a little fun and a little self-explanatory. So this has different body parts. So even though I recommend it for LPN, I recommend it also if you're still, for NCLEX. Even though I recommend it for NCLEX, I also recommend it if you are still in school. It has different body parts. Like if you open here, you see the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system. See all different parts of the body is here. So say this week you guys are treating on respiratory, you can practice it before the test on respiratory. If you're treating on cardiovascular system, you can practice before the test. It is very self-explanatory. The use of language and the use of language here is they kind of simplify it in such a way that everybody can understand it. And I guess that's why I like it. If you fail any of the question, don't just skip it. Go back and look at it, the rationale of the why you fail it, why that answer is right. So I gave myself a target that I'm going to make at least 10,000 questions. I'm going to answer 10,000 questions before I take my test. And I met that target. So what I did is I take 100 questions. I do 100 questions every day. Once I'm done with 100, that's it. My study time is done. Because you need some break, you need to rest, you need to sleep, you need to relax. So I do 100 questions every day, and I did 100 questions starting from December, January, February, and then some part of March, because I took my exam on the 13th of March. So 100 questions every day for 30 days and at least 2 weeks in March. So do the calculation. So I got to my target, if not more. And when I took the test, my computer shut off with 75, because they said once your computer shut off by 75, it is either you're doing very well or you're doing very poorly. But honestly, when I came out, I was so nervous. I did not know how I did. I was thinking I failed it. There is this system that people go and register again. If you accept it, it means that you fail. But if it doesn't accept it, it means that you pass. I tried it. It did not accept it. I did not believe it. I said, the questions were so weird. The medications were the names that I never heard about. So no matter how much you prepare for NCLEX, honestly, the test is never going to look easy. But hey, you got to prepare. You just have to prepare. So, and this is what I used to prepare for mine. Don't be discouraged. Do as many questions as you can. You don't need to read again. You don't need to study anything again. You have studied all you needed to study. Just grab any of the NCLEX books. They have so many. There is some by Hasey, some by Kaplan, depending on what worked for you or what you come across. But as for me, this was what I used, and that helped me. So, another thing is that they did not pay me to do this video. That's my disclaimer. They did not pay me to do this video. I'm just sharing what I have used because I know it could be very helpful to somebody. And I want to help and also help my students who have asked this question to know what kind of book or how they can study for the exam after completing the program, or how they can be successful. This is how you can be successful. Give yourself a target. Even if you cannot do 100 questions every day, you can do 50, 20, but you gotta be doing something. So depending on you, how much you want it, how bad you want it. My friend did 200 questions every day, but I did, well, she was a full-time housewife. She stayed at home, have a husband that take care of everything. So look at your own life and see what suits you, what can help you. If you, instead of just reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. I don't think it's a time to read again after you graduate. It's just a time to practice the question, practice how to understand the question, how to answer the questions, because honestly, you have learned a lot while you're in school. You have learned everything, but you just have to understand how to answer the question. I wouldn't say all of you are smart. The only thing is understanding to answer the question. That is the only thing that you need to prepare for the NCLEX. All right? I wish you guys the best of luck. We need more nurses in the field, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. I will be glad to see you guys. Have a good one. Subscribe if you have not subscribed, because I do so many videos, topics on body system, educational system, and then so you can benefit whenever I upload the video, and support your girl. Bye.